Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Tiernan Center in Richmond as we bring you Red Devils basketball right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports, the beginning of the 2016-2017 season. The Red Devils take on the Jaguars of Horizon Christian. They are out of Fort Wayne. Great to have you with us, and happy Thanksgiving as we get ready for this brand new season. The Red Devils will play tonight. They'll be back in action coming up on Saturday as well, as they'll be right back here against Jay County. This is the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, and the Red Devils coming off an 11-15 season last year, and their first-year head coach Rick Wedlow. This year they will be relatively young, they will be relatively small, but they will be relatively quick. We're going to talk about the Red Devils more in depth and the North Central Conference coming up in just a few moments. Also tonight, we'll take a look at this Horizon Christian team. They are not an IHSA team. They have 2 games underneath their belt, and some of their numbers are rather crazy after their first 2 games. But their competition, nothing like what they will see tonight when they take on Richmond. Looking forward to an exciting season. It's going to be fun. It all starts tonight here at the Tiernan Center, and again Monday against Jay County. When we come back in just a couple of moments in the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, we're going to hear from head coach Rick Wedlow as he gets set for his first game of his second season. We'll do that next, right here, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time, which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Hi, this is Troy Darengowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond. Rick, game time now, and here we go. You feel comfortable and ready to go tonight?
Oh, absolutely. It's time. It's basketball season. We've worked really hard, and our preparation has been really good. Our staff has been, working together to put together a game plan for tonight and try to come up with a system that's fits our style, fits our kids, fits our personnel. And, we feel really good about, where we're heading this season. And you got to start somewhere. You have to get one before you get two. And hopefully we can get win number one.
I know that from a coaching standpoint, you never feel quite ready in that first game because you have so much to try to put in. How much do you, in your philosophy, try to put in for this first game?
Well, we don't have everything in, but the foundation of our system is in terms of, how we want to defend, how we want to play offensively, getting up and down, good spacing, ball movement, body movement. I think this year, I think we'll have better body movement, when things get stagnant. And we worked a little bit on our motion the last few weeks. We didn't have a very good motion last week, but, our motion is not as scripted. It's just about filling spots and passing and moving and not just standing and allowing the defense to get their shell together.
You've had from a standpoint, at least a decent look with your red and white game. We talked about this previously. And then, of course, your Rushville scrimmage. You got a pretty good feel out of those two, didn't you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we got a chance to play somebody different, and I think they were excited about that. But, we have a tough schedule. And it's hard to simulate the quality opponents that we'll see down the road. But, we at least got a chance to look at some stuff, look at a few lineups, a few combinations, look at some of our young guys. Because, I feel good about our team, but we are an inexperienced team. We have a couple of juniors that haven't played any varsity. And I only have 2 seniors that played any significant minutes last year. So we're still a young ball club, inexperienced. But, I feel really good about where we are as a team and as a program. I feel good about the program as a whole, from the kindergarten level up to the 12th grade level, and it's about building a program, and I'm living it right now. And I learned a lot from Joe Luce, and I go back to my high school coach Ron Heflin, and a few coaches that I've studied in between. And so the Lord has blessed me with this opportunity. He has blessed me with the vision, and the ability to, see the game and communicate the game, teach the game, but also be humble enough that I'm still trying to learn from others about the game.
Coach, from a standpoint tonight, you're going to play a team that is big, and I'm assuming athletic from a standpoint. We talked about this earlier this week. The size is certainly something I'll bring up a lot. You're probably going to get tired of hearing it, but you said this is an example of you are what you are, and you're going to have to deal with teams that are bigger than you all season long. How much of an emphasis have you put on that with your team? And certainly the rebounding side of it will be a big key again tonight.
Well, I mean, you look at IPFW's big win last night. My son Ricky and I, we watched that game, and we talked a lot about that team is a lot like ours, where they have good guard plays, undersized bigs, but they play hard, they play together, and they believe in their style. And we believe in our style, but we had to get back to fundamentals, and part of fundamental was having good footwork, also understanding the importance of having some physical strength so you can box out and hold your ground and never back down. And I just want some guys that are going to play hard, don't back down to anyone, and put it all out on the line for their teammates.
Coach, you have certainly the quickness to force turnovers, and we saw that in the Rushville game as well. And just talk about your philosophy and what you'll try to do this year in using that quickness to your advantage.
Well, it's going to be important that, our guards lead us. And, I believe in Christian Harvey and his ability to get to the rim and make himself look good, but also make his teammates look good. Trey Griffin has put in a lot of work, and I'm really proud of the time and effort he's put in. And Tylee Hampton, he's a misunderstood kid by some that's outside the program. But he's a great kid, and he's done a good job of looking out for Ricky. They all look out for Ricky and make him feel, like he's a big part of this. And even on his good days and bad days, they're good teammates. But we're going to have to utilize our quickness, because the strength of our team is our quickness. We're not going to be a team that's going to pound it in. When our bigs fight for position, they get good post position. We want to give them the ball, because if we expect them to guard pick and rolls, we expect them guys to rebound, and we expect them to run the floor. We expect them to be ready to catch on drop-offs and so forth. We got to keep them involved in the game.
How will you involve your bigs, knowing that your starting lineup if it stays the same as it was in the scrimmage, 6'1" and under. How do you involve the big guys to make sure you stay as quick as you can?
Well, tonight we're going to start Keyshawn. Keyshawn has had a good last couple of weeks of practice, and he's earned this opportunity. And I think it'll be good for Ricky to come off the bench. But, we want Ricky to come off the bench and bring some offense. I told him to think Jamal Crawford, think Lou Williams. I told him Vinny Microwave Johnson, but he don't have a clue about Vinny the Microwave Johnson. But I just want him to come in the game, be aggressive, and play. I mean, he's played against the best in the country at his grade level and in a grade level or two above. So, I mean, I don't think other than the speed a little bit, the officiating, having 3 officials versus 2 on the AAU circuit, I think he'll develop. And so, looking forward to watching him develop. And when we're here at the Tiernan, I'm coach, but as soon as we pull off, I'm dad. And just trying to find a good balance for us. It's going to be fun because these 4 years go fast, and obviously, I love the kid. He's a great kid, and he's working hard, and all of our guys love him, and they all respect the position that he's in, being the coach's son.
I think he's handling it very well. I talked to him several times, and I go back just the first time I tried to interview him and how shy he was, and we interviewed him the other day. He did a great job.
Well, yeah, I've talked to him a lot about. Although you are a freshman, he just turned 15 a couple weeks ago, and you have varsity ability, you have varsity basketball ability, and so when you get on the court, be a player, and but when you're in the school around your friends, you still be with your friends that you grew up with coming from Dennis, your ninth grade, your 14, 15-year-old buddies. But then you also show, hang with your older guys. There's some stuff to learn from them guys as well. But, we just have a good group, man. They're fun to be around. Their attitude has been great. They allow me to coach them. They allow me to get after them a little bit. And, I'm really excited about how they're going to grow and develop and what it's going to look like. This team is going to look a lot like some of those JV teams that you watched when I was a JV coach, just playing hard and flying around and having good ball movement and making plays. And I don't know what that'll amount into wins and losses, but we're going to do our very best.
All right, finally, my last thing for you is, and I know you got to get going, you're on seat 73, which is going to be our lucky seat this year. In case people wonder what's happening, this is what we're doing. But I got to ask you about this Horizon Christian team, over 100 points per game. Their competition hasn't been what you would normally think that we would think about. How misleading is it, and are they a for-real type team that you'll play tonight?
Well, they're a good team. They have a couple of really nice pieces, but they don't quite play the quality of schedule that we play. They're not in the type of conference that we're in. But, due to a few transfers and, Sidney Curry is one of the top sophomores in the state. He's a bona fide 6'8", power forward, playing the 5 spot at the high school level. And they have some length. And length will bother you, when you allow them to be long. But you have to make a move. You have to attack them. You can't be afraid. And hopefully our guys will be in attack mode tonight. And I'm not sure how well they shoot the ball from the perimeter. So hopefully we can kind of get a gauge on that and make adjustments throughout the game. But, I expect it to be a good game. I expect us to get up and down. I expect us to play free. And, I expect us to have a winning mentality tonight.
From seat 73, Coach, good luck tonight, okay?
Hey, June 11, 1973, Coach Wedlow's birth, so I got to sit on 73, brother.
All right, Rick Wedlow again beginning his second season here as the head coach for the Red Devils. Our scouting report is coming up next here on the Farm Beer Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. Your scouting report brought to you by Harrington Hoke Insurance. And at Harrington Hoke Insurance, they spend every day working to make this community better, safer, and more enjoyable. Their focus is in insurance, and that's it. And they're on top of industry changes and are one of the one-stop shop for all of your insurance needs, whether it be business, personal, life, or health. And that's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Hoke insures it. Call them at 962-9502 or visit harringtonhoke.com to request a quote. Harrington Hoke, and Richmond, they've got this. All right, Horizon Christian, they come in at 2-0. They're averaging 107.5 points per game. Get this, they're shooting 67%, 64 rebounds per game, 42.5 assists per game, 33 steals per game, 8.5 blocks, and they're shooting 54% from three-point range, 70% inside the arc. Now, I know that sounds like this must be playing some kind of video game here, but they're 2 wins. They've beaten a Colonial Christian team 100-28. They beat a Heritage Hall team 115-48. Those are 2 teams that'll be nothing like what they'll see tonight. So don't get too excited about those numbers. Their leading scorer, sophomore 6'8" center Sidney Curry, averaging 33 points per game and 15 rebounds. He had 42 points against Heritage Hall. Their second leading scorer on the team is 6'5" sophomore forward Ozzie Johnson, averaging 16 points and 12.5 rebounds per game. I think those numbers will be a little bit different here tonight against Richmond. That is your scouting report brought to you by Harrington Hoke Insurance. We will come back, check out the NCC, the TEC, the MEC, and much, much more as we continue. This is the pregame show brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear right here in Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Maybe you knew that Indiana University East has world-renowned professors and 50 highly respected IU degree programs. Still, there's someone you should meet. He's a red wolf. He's Rufus, our mascot. He's here for our intercollegiate sports, dozens of student clubs, and to make sure things aren't too, well, tame. Check us out at iue.edu or drop by. But be careful. No leash. IU, focused on you.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Hey Chuck, where you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for like the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com. Back here at the Tiernan Center as we get set for the first game of a brand new season. The Red Devils take on the Jaguars of Horizon Christian. Great to have you with us, and again, we'll be back here Saturday. Red Devils take on Jay County. Pre-game scheduled to begin at 7 tip-off at around 7:30. Time for the NCC report brought to you by Subway. By the way, at Subway, you can get a different sub every day of the week. And each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors. And it's only $3.50. By the way, tomorrow might be a hard day with Thanksgiving. I doubt anybody's going to be open at Subway. But generally on Thursday, you can get the Italian BMT. And then when you're ready for Black Friday, the tuna sandwich. Not bad. This weekend, Black Forest ham on Saturday, the meatball marinara coming up on Sunday. Local Subways, 4 located in Richmond and in Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh. NCC, so far only 3 teams have been playing games. That was last night, of course. Everyone got the opening tip last night. Muncie Central got drilled by Hamilton Southeastern. That final of 97-61. Lafayette Jeff beat Fountain Central 73-35. And Pendleton Heights, they beat Anderson by a final of 75-51. Tonight, Indianapolis Tech opens up on the road at Warren Central. Kokomo is at Western. Logansport is at Peru. It's Marion hosting McConaughey, and McCutcheon will take on West Lafayette. One game coming up on Friday. Anderson will be home against LaPel. Then Saturday, Harrison plays at North Montgomery. Indianapolis Tech will travel to Fort Wayne North. Jay County will play here at Richmond, and Yorktown will be at Muncie Central. The TEC got underway last night. We covered that Northeastern Monroe Central game. Northeastern beat Monroe Central 68-57. Hagerstown opened up with a win over Jay County 51-44. Tonight, Eastern Hancock is at Centerville, Knightstown at Tri. South Adams plays at Union City, Union County at Connorsville, and Westdell is at Lincoln. Friday, Winchester's at Randolph Southern, and then Saturday, Centerville is at Seton, Hagerstown at Connorsville. It's Union City on the road at Delta, and Wapahani will be at Tri. In the Mid-Eastern Conference, Randolph Southern and Cowan both have played games. Both are 1-0. Randolph Southern beat Union. They're 1-0 in the conference. Blue River, Monroe Central, and Union all 0-1 to start out their seasons. Last night, Cowan beat Blackford 55-36. It was Newcastle burying Blue River 89-51. Again, Northeastern over Monroe Central 68-57. And Randolph Southern defeated Union 47-42. Tonight, Shenandoah is hosting Daleville, and Westdell is at Lincoln. Saturday, Hagerstown at Cowan, Shenandoah at Blue River, Daleville home against South Adams, Wapahani at Tri, and Westdell is at Elwood. By the way, Seton will again open up their schedule coming up on Saturday. We'll have that game for you right here on Radio Troy Digital Sports as Brian Cox will have the call. Seton will play Centerville at Earlham College, and again Saturday with a tip-off at 7:30. When we come back, and by the way, again, Subway, the sponsor of our reports of the NCC, the Tri-Eastern Conference, and the Mid-Eastern Conference. We will come back in just a couple of moments. We're still a few minutes away from getting this one underway here tonight. When we do, we'll check out the NCC Boys Basketball Watch List. Who are some of the players we will see this year for the Red Devils, and it's not going to be easy. There's a very good McCutcheon team out there. There's a very good Logansport team out there, and I'll tell you what, Lafayette Jeff is going to be pretty good this year as well. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Square Donuts. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or even a midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. Enjoy their huge cinnamon rolls or any of their other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and more. And, of course, grab their award-winning glazed squares, voted #1 in the entire state. And proud to be your favorite donut shop, home to the best donuts in town and the only squares around. Square Donuts of Richmond, and a proud sponsor of Red Devils basketball. We'll come back, check out that NCC Boys Basketball Watch List next. This is Red Devils basketball, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
From Jamestown to Jonesville, from North Salem to South Milford, from River Forest to Grass Creek. No matter where you live in Indiana, you can enjoy high school sports coverage at its very best on the IHSAA Champions Network, presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. It's 35 powerhouse radio stations, Fox Sports Indiana, and the World Wide Web, combining their vast resources to blanket the state, the Midwest, and the world with the purest, most riveting presentation of high school sports in America. From Anderson to Attica, Kendallville to Kokomo, follow the high school sports that make our state great all season long. Thank you, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, and welcome home.
We're back here at the Tiernan Center. Both teams on the floor. We're moments away from the tip-off of tonight's matchup. Tonight's game brought to you in part by New Vision Sports. They have a skills academy that is still running through December 28th. It's on a Wednesday night, 5 until 6:30. It's for boys and girls of all ages, and it's only $10. You'll work on ball handling, passing, shooting, footwork, and defense. Make sure you register at newvisionsports.com. Again, that's newvisionsports.com with a Z. Make sure you spell New Vision Sports with a Z. I know it's kind of odd, but that's kind of the way it is. All right, both teams on the floor. Let's go and give you the starters real quick, and then we'll talk about that NCC boys basketball watch list. Here's how things will stack up tonight for the Horizon Christian Jaguars, again at 2-0. Coleon Davis is a 5'10 junior. He wears number 2. Daquan Sample is a 5'8 junior wearing number 3. Also, Yuri Swinford, he's a pretty good player, 6'4 and a junior, number 5. Ozzie Johnson is 6'5 sophomore, number 13. And then 6'8 sophomore Sidney Curry, he wears number 33. Again, Curry averaging 33 points per game. He will be a force inside. And he probably goes, I know, 6'8", but they say he weighs about 270 pounds. So, again, the Red Devils will be very much undersized in that post, even though the Red Devils are starting today Keyshawn Clemens. We'll talk more about that as that matchup goes along as well. Here's how the Red Devils will go. We mentioned Keyshawn Clemens, a 6'6 junior wearing number 2. Trey Griffin, a 5'11 senior, number 3. Christian Harvey, 6 foot and a junior, number 20. A.J. Ferguson, 6'1 and a senior, number 24. And Tylee Hampton is a 6 foot senior. He wears number 35. So you can tell right there, even though Clemens at 6'6", he's not quite the same size as what we'll see tonight in Sidney Curry. Oh, we mentioned we're going to see a lot of good players this year in the NCC, and we made a watch list earlier this season. You can check it out on our website, radiotroy.com. Here's some of the players we're going to see this year, and Logansport's going to be loaded, as will McCutcheon. They've got to be the two favorites in the NCC this year. Matt Jennings averaged 23 points per game, shot 49% from the floor. He is at Logansport. Jalen Attaway, it seems like these two guys have been around forever. And Attaway, another senior, he averaged 19 points per game last year. And they also have Sam Skaggs back, who averaged nearly 9 points per game. Robert Finnessy, one of the top players in the state out of McCutcheon, just a junior. He averaged 19 points per game last year and shot 51% from the floor. Tim Level out of Marion, he's back for his senior year after helping lead that team to a state championship a year ago, averaging 18 points per game. And Hayden Deaton out of McCutcheon is back, as is Eddie Collins. Both those players averaged 15 and 11 points per game last season. Those are some of your top players in the North Central Conference. We also added, of course, Christian Harvey and Trey Griffin on that NCC list as well. But it's going to be a loaded conference this year in the NCC. The Red Devils will get their first test of the night. Rick Wendlow back in for his second season. There you see Keyshawn Clemens, the 6'6 junior. Kind of a surprise that he has started tonight. He did not start in the scrimmage against Rushville, but I'm assuming with the size of Sidney Curry at 6'8", they're hoping that maybe Clemens can give them a little more post presence this season. Well, the one player, though, that the Red Devils will really count on is Christian Harvey, team's returning leading scorer from last year. And Christian will be one of the top juniors in the North Central Conference, and he will definitely be the player that the Red Devils will go to when they need a big basket this season. And, of course, you heard Coach talk about Tylee Hampton as well and what he will bring to the table for the Red Devils this season. So there's certainly a lot to look forward to, but there's also a lot of question marks again for the Red Devils here this basketball season, and we'll find out a lot about the Red Devils here tonight. We are ready to get this one underway. The Red Devils in their home whites, the Jaguars in their traveling black. Sidney Curry, big 33. You can see him in the middle against Clemens. And the Red Devils in a defensive jump mode. And the 2016-2017 season is underway. And it will be Richmond basketball to open things up. And again, Richmond will work against a zone defense, and the Jaguars will work with those two low post players that the Red Devils will have to go up against, and Richmond attacks inside, and Clemens are going to say Curry gets the block shot of A.J. Ferguson. There's Curry inside. They'll wave off the shot and call the foul, and that's a pretty good move by Curry early. You get an indication. Again, he's only a sophomore. There is Curry in the corner against Clemens. Curry steps out of bounds, and a turnover for the Jaguars. Good defense that time by Clemens. So the Red Devils will now face a press. They knew they would see a press here in this opener, because this is a Horizon Christian team that loves to press. Sample picks up the foul. That's going to be his first. Christian Harvey again for the Red Devils. That is Harvey once again with ball control out front. Now Harvey will be a shooter. Here's another shooter right here, and Hampton, three-pointer, good. And anytime Hampton gets an open look, you can tell he's worked in his shot from last year. Curry down low and tipping it away and going out of bounds is Clemens. Nice job by Clemens stepping in the passing lane. Again for the Red Devils, Clemens, Griffin, Harvey, Ferguson, and Hampton. Davis, Sample, Swinford, Johnson, and Curry for the Jaguars. Nice pass underneath, the layup good, and that'll be Johnson. And the Jaguars get on the board. Hampton out front. Here is the drive, and Richmond again going strong. The tip up no good by Ferguson off the missed shot by Christian Harvey, and we have a foul in the open court on Richmond, and they will get Clemens. Clemens will pick up his first. Well, this won't be a bad test. I have a feeling the Jaguars might be a little bit better than what we anticipated, just from the standpoint, again, of their athleticism. Nice drive down the lane, layup good, and that'll be Swinford. Here's a young man who can score as well, and Rick Wedlow says we need a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. On your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, it is Horizon Christian 4, Richmond 3. This is Red Devils basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Rick Wedlow gets that early timeout, making sure his team will stay focused defensively. Good look here in the backcourt as Richmond gets it in the hands of Griffin. A takeaway, and the shot no good by Sample. Offensive rebound by Johnson, and a foul, and the Red Devils not only get a turnover, their first of the night, but then they give up the offensive rebound and will send Johnson to the line for 2 shots. Red Devil foul will be called on Tylee Hampton. So Hampton picks up his first. Ozzie Johnson, he's only a sophomore as well. If this team can stay together, they might not be too bad in the next couple of years. Johnson's second free throw good as well. And again, the press. Christian Harvey quickly crosses the timeline. Strong to the basket, can't get the roll. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Clemens, and it will be Jaguars basketball. 6:3, 6:17 remaining here in the opening period of play, and the Red Devils will press themselves. And no surprise here. Richmond will be a pressing basketball team. Drive and miss by Swinford. And here come the Red Devils once again. Richmond wants to run. Clemens got caught up down in the corner with Griffin. And the Red Devils have to kick it out to Harvey. And his no-look pass taken away. And back the other way is Curry, who slams it down. And Curry gets his first 2. Red Devils down 8-3. Near steal again, and save. Nope, it goes out of bounds by Swinford. And the Red Devils not handling that press here early. Richmond down by 5. 5:43 remaining. Richmond breaks the press this time. Jumper on the way by Griffin is no good. Ball tipped inside. Ferguson got a hand on it, but quickly taken away by Johnson. And here come the Jaguars once again. Three-pointer is on the way, no good by Sample, and an offensive rebound Davis. And then taken away by A.J. Ferguson. Here come the Red Devils. Hampton stops, draws the double team, and wait a minute, we got a traveling call on the Red Devils. That'll be number 3 in the turnover department. This time Hampton, who I thought he was going to take it strong to the basket, decided to stop. Harvey trying to get the steal. Red Devils again peeling back. Will go man-to-man. Clemens guarding Curry on the baseline. Curry, that's a bad shot by Curry as that one hit off the side of the backboard and went out of bounds. Curry complaining he thought he got hit, I guess. But that was just a bad shot. That's not a good possession right there for the Jaguars. Hampton will inbound for Richmond. Ferguson quickly. Here is the drive, and Christian Harvey the bucket, and Harvey gets on the board for the Red Devils. 8-5, quickly back up the floor. Jaguars wasting no time. Here's Swinford out front, guarded there by Harvey. Boy, that's going to be a big matchup watching down low. There's a turnover to get the carry on Swinford. I was watching the two big bodies inside. You can tell Clemens is a little fatigued right now because his adrenaline is running against this Sidney Curry at 6'8", so Clemens probably hasn't faced too many 6'8" players so far. 4:41 to go. Here's Hampton across the timeline. Here's Ferguson. Red Devils will go into the corner, back outside to Harvey. Harvey on the drive, the floater on the way, got the touch. Nice job by Christian Harvey. Christian now with 4. The Red Devils down 8-7. Harvey again cuts off the drive by Sample. And here's a lob High post to Curry, stolen away. Hampton back the other way. Hampton in strong, layup good. And the Red Devils have battled back to take a 1-point lead. Another turnover. That's number 5. Christian will be fouled on the way to the basket, and he will go to the line. And there's that Richmond defense that we've talked about before. They're going to press and force a lot of turnovers. Ozzie Johnson will pick up the foul. So here's Christian Harvey. Christian with 4 points, Tylee Hampton with 5, and this will be the Red Devils' first trip to the free throw line. 3:54 remaining, 9-8 Richmond here in the opening period. Well, sometimes, even though the Red Devils did scrimmage, this is a team that has 2 games underneath their belt. It takes a little bit of time to kind of get your legs underneath you, get your bearings together. Now you're playing this for real. It is no longer a scrimmage. Harvey's second free throw is good. 6 points now by Harvey. Hampton, good quickness in the backcourt, forces another turnover. That's number 6. Change here for the Jaguars as Marcus Smith will come in. Davis will sit down. Red Devils have not gone to their bench as of yet. Another change, we'll see Jones come in. Tony Jones, a 5'11 senior now. Richmond will bring for the first time Ricky Wedlow, the freshman. So Richmond gets a lot smaller right here. Wedlow just 6 foot. Clemens gets a nice hand as he comes to the bench. And so Richmond basically at this point with 4 guards and 1 forward in their lineup. Harvey will find Wedlow. Harvey once again kind of sizing up that defense, a 2-3 zone. Curry, the big 6'8 player, not manning the middle. He's manning that low post to the left. Here's a three-pointer the way by Wedlow. Can't get it to go. Ball saved from going out of bounds by Hampton, but it will be Jaguars basketball. Jaguars on the attack. Another turnover, number 7. Harvey with the steal. Christian driving in, left hand. No, he'll go to the line again. And so far, the Jaguars have not found a way to stop Christian Harvey. 3:14 remaining. Tony Jones will pick up the foul. Jones picking up number 1, and again, Harvey at the line. 3:14 remaining. This might be Richmond's best lineup from a standpoint of quickness. We saw that in the scrimmage against Rushville. When they played together, they were just absolutely dominating from a quickness standpoint. They did take 1 quarter off, though, and it did show. Second free throw. And so far, he is perfect. 13-8, Red Devils with the lead. And has been their defense. Shot no good from the corner as Smith can't get it to go. Here's Wedlow. Wedlow in, and he gets his first basket as a Red Devil. And all of a sudden, it's 15-8 Richmond. And that's going to go over the head of Curry and out of bounds. Turnover number 8. And right now, head coach Rick Wedlow has to like what he sees because this is the style of basketball that he wants to play. And Richmond, after falling down early, now with a 7-point lead here in this opening period of play. Griffin, I should say. There's Harvey inside, and Harvey's going to go back to the line again. And right now, Christian Harvey is unstoppable. Clemens is going to come back in now for the Red Devils. 2:30 remaining, and we're going to take a timeout as well. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Richmond 15, Horizon Christian 8. This is Richmond basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto in business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Well, what a turnaround for the Red Devils, and we mentioned that Clemens is back in. This will give, looks like A.J. Ferguson will get his first break of the night. And Christian Harvey back at the line for the Red Devils. He is now 4-4 from the line, 8 points now for Christian Harvey. And the junior guard steps up once again, and boy, you can tell, like, just from watching this team last year, that they're a much better shooting team this season. Swinford, by the way, giving some advice about crossing the line. They can no longer step in against the free throw shooter until that ball hits the rim, which is a rule change this year. He used to be able to step in when it was released, but has to hit the rim first. And he stepped in early again, but Harvey able to get the free throw, and now the biggest lead of the ball game now for the Red Devils. 17-8. By the way, Jones still in the lineup here for the Jaguars. That is Curry in the corner. They'll work it down low. Layup good is Smith. Marcus Smith gets his first two. 17-10, 2:08 to go. Christian Harvey once again clearing things out. Now we'll give it up to Hampton. And there's a foul call on Smith. Pass intended for Ricky Wedlow. So in 4 years, if Wedlow is Mr. Basketball in the state of Indiana, we will have been here for his first basket. Harvey on the drive, left hand good. He has again just been unstoppable tonight. And so far, the Jaguars have not found an answer. Here in the corner is Smith for three. No good. Offensive rebound. Put back, counted. That's Johnson. Johnson with 6. And it's a 7-point ball game. 19-12. Red Devils on top. This is not a bad Horizon Christian basketball team. The one thing about them is they may be a little bit undisciplined. Pull-up jumper here is no good by Griffin. Trey Cold early. Curry, bounce pass, stolen away. 9th turnover. Here's Harvey again. Harvey on the drive. Can't get the shot tip up by Clemens, no. And the rebound Jaguars. Baseball pass intended for Curry. Off his fingertips. 10th turnover of the opening period of play. Well, you know they want to run, but sometimes they get a little bit careless. Speaking of the Jaguars, Wedlow hands off now to Harvey. Hampton working into the lane. The kick again to Wedlow. Back out and around the perimeter. Intended for Griffin. Goes out of bounds. Red Devils turn it over for the 4th time. 47.7 seconds to go. Red Devils got to get back on defense. They don't. They give up the easy basket. Smith now with 4. Here's Wedlow. He'll find Hampton on the right wing. We'll see if the Red Devils will play for 1 to finish things out here in the opening period of play. Harvey way outside for 3. Left it short. Long rebound. Clemens going for it. And nice hustle by Clemens. Fires it in the air. And Harvey will keep it. Here's Hampton. Hampton driving strong, reverse layup good by Hampton. Back the other way and a blocked shot. Clemens got Curry, and they'll say the foul will be called on Clemens. But good hustle back by Clemens. .5 remaining. Curry at the line. Curry with 2 points. Richmond up by 7. Now make it 6. Curry kind of takes a look over at the Richmond bench as Clemens will sit down. A.J. Ferguson is back in. That kind of got the crowd fired up a little bit, didn't it? I have a feeling this is going to be fun the rest of the way. This Horizon Christian team, 10 turnovers if they cut down the turnovers. Second free throw, no good. Ball tipped in the air. Offensive rebound, put back good. There's Ozzie Johnson again. Red Devils got a rebound. 4-point lead. Red Devils, last opportunity. Here's AJ. Can't get it to go at the buzzer, and that will do it for the opening period of play on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Richmond 21, Horizon Christian 17. This is Richmond basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners.
Back at the Tiernan Center, tonight's game brought to you in part by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Now, they have an alternative idea for a fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list or buy or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he will donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice, and it will go in your name. Tell your friends and family and colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. You can call Jason at 969-3400. Not a bad way to make a little bit of money for your nonprofit or school group, for sure. Thanks to Jason Wise for being a Red Devil sponsor. 8 points for Ozzie Johnson leading the way for the Jaguars. Christian Harvey, he now has 12 leading the Red Devils. And it will be Jaguars basketball, and the Red Devils go 2-3 zone. We'll see Colton Davis for the first time in the middle, the 6'6 junior for the Red Devils. High post, shot on the way, no good as Johnson can't get it. Curry able to pick up the loose basketball off the rebound. Curry on the drive. Nice feed underneath, but too hot for Smith to handle. And that'll be turnover number 11 now by Horizon. Davis will be one of the two players along with Keyshawn Clemens that'll be the main post players for the Red Devils this year. Here's Harvey. He will find wide open Griffin for three. Short Griffin, no legs on the shot. Rebound by Ferguson. Here is a reverse layup. Good, Christian Harvey. Harvey, his fourth basket, and almost another turnover by Horizon. The drive and a foul call, and that'll put Marcus Smith at the line. Now, there are a few holes in that Richmond defense. One of those is transition defense at times, and other times has been just a hole right down the middle. A.J. Ferguson picks up the foul. Smith now with 5. We'll see Tylee Hampton come back in. Trey Griffin will sit down. Griffin cold early, but he's a better shooter than what we've seen so far early here tonight. 7:09 to go in period number 2. Second free throw, no good. And A.J. Ferguson able to get the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Hampton. Hampton thought about the three. Now we'll go to Wedlow. Wedlow, nice stutter. Takes it baseline. Pull-up jumper, good. Wedlow with 4. And the Red Devils now lead it 25-18. Red Devils will stay in that zone. They don't believe that the Jaguars can shoot quite as well. Curry's going to fire the three, missed it. Davis had the rebound, and then it goes out of bounds. Last touch, they said, by Swinford. Red Devils may have caught a break right there with A.J. Ferguson down on the baseline. Looked like he might have stepped out of bounds. So it'll be Red Devil basketball. Leading it by 7 here in the second quarter. We'll have our normal halftime report, leading scores and statistics here at halftime. Boy, Horizon really extending their pressure defense. Good baseball pass. Here's Hampton. His three no good. And the battle for the rebound taken away by Ferguson. And Ferguson will be fouled. Boy, A.J. Ferguson, he's only 6'1", but he is so relentless going after the rebound. He just hustles. Sample coming back in now for Horizon. And sitting down will be Yuri Swinford. Swinford just 2 points in this one here tonight. Red Devils off the inbound. It'll be Tylee Hampton. Harvey inside to Davis. Davis, short shot in the lane. Can't get it to go. Boy, Davis right in front of the rim. Here's Curry off the right wing. Curry will lose it. Turnover number 12. Here comes the Red Devils the other way. Wedlow knocked from behind out of bounds. Looks like Sample the last to touch it. Swinford back in. And Ozzie Johnson will sit down. Trey Griffin coming in. And coming out of the lineup for the Red Devils will be Colton Davis. 5:59 remaining in period 2. Christian Harvey out front. 25-18 and a blocking foul off the attempted drive. They'll get Tony Jones for his second. Team foul number 7. And we're in the bonus. And Harvey's going to go back to the line. 6 of 6 so far for Christian Harvey. He has 14 points here in the first half. That one rims in and out, so he misses the front end of the one in bonus. Horizon basketball. Here's Swinford. And a dangerous pass stolen away by A.J. Ferguson, but he steps out of bounds. He had the possession. 13 turnovers now by Horizon Christian. 5 now by the Red Devils. The Red Devils making their adjustments. You see head coach Rick Wedlow, ball loose, almost a turnover once again. Coach Wedlow really going after his guards, making them be aware of where that basketball is. Horizon with a basketball in the half court. 3-pointer in the way by Jones. No good. A.J. Ferguson, baseball pass, and he turned it over. 6th turnover, and then Horizon gives it right back. Here's Hampton on the drive. Missed the shot, but a foul call. They'll get Sample picking up number 2. And the Red Devils will go to the line. This will be Tylee Hampton. Hampton with 7 points. This is his first trip to the free throw line. 5:18 remaining here before halftime. Each team has gone now in just a little bit of a scoring funk here in this second quarter. Free throw missed. We did a game last night. Monroe Central missed 13 free throws. Ended up costing them the ball game against number 2 Northeastern. Second free throw is good. And it's 26-18. 5:16 remaining. Horizon basketball. Here's Jones against Wedlow. Lob pass. Curry stolen away. Christian Harvey. Turnover number 15. Here's Wedlow, has his shot blocked. Harvey gets it inside. Back to Wedlow. Tips to Hampton. Bucket good. Boy, you're in the right place at the right time. And right there, Hampton off the bounce that hit Wedlow. Wedlow was trying to come back in bounds. Here's a drive, left-hand shot, got good by Swinford, and I don't think that Coach Wedlow's happy with that defense. 28-20. Too easy down the lane. Hampton, he will drive, and he gets an easy layup. Back to a 10-point lead for Richmond. Jones across the timeline against that 2-3 zone. Again, Richmond going small. 3-pointer, good. Nailing the 3, Marcus Smith. He now has 8, back to a 7-point lead. Between the circles, Hampton, who, by the way, you can interchange these guys. All 4 guard can play point. Here's Harvey at the elbow. He'll be guarded there by Jones. And now they cleared it out on the left side. Harvey on the drive, the feed in the corner. Wedlow passes up the three, pulls up, midway jumper, no. And Curry with a rebound. Curry out on the run. Nice pass to his right. Only problem was it was too low for Sample and goes out of bounds. Turnover number 16. And a couple of changes now as we will see Davis come back in now for Horizon. And also coming in will be Terrence Randall, a 6'1 senior. Randall will wear number 4. 7-point lead. 3:42 remaining before halftime. Here's Harvey. Wedlow at the elbow. Wedlow gets the screen from A.J. The roll as A.J. stops, gives it back outside to Wedlow. And here's Harvey. Dangerous pass around the perimeter to Hampton. Hampton drives, feeds underneath. A.J. started to go up with it, lost it on the way up. 7th turnover by Richmond. Richmond will now press, and they'll go full court this time. Red Devils in more of a 2-2-1. A.J. all the way back. He'll let the guards do the work up front, including Ricky Wedlow, who's at the top. Here's Curry outside the post, feeds down low, and a foul called from behind on Trey Griffin. Marcus Smith will go back to the line. Well, when you see Horizon play under control, they're a good basketball team. They haven't learned how to do that yet. By the way, Trey picks up his second. And the free throw is going to be missed by Marcus Smith. We will see now for the first time Marcus Leverett, a 5'11 junior. He will wear number 4, so Marcus in for the first time. Second free throw by Smith is no good. Long rebound tipped in the hands of Harvey. Here's Leverett. Marcus will drive, floater off the side of the backboard. Not the best shot in the world. Rick Wedlow, the head coach, looks to the bench. Here is Curry, got too anxious on the dribble, turns it over. Here's Ricky Wedlow on the drive, layup good. 6 points now by Ricky. 32-23, Red Devils lead it by 9. Horizon back the other way. Here's Davis for 3, no good. Long rebound, Randall, his putback good off the glass. Randall with his first 2. Back to a 7-point lead. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 2:33 remaining, period 2 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Red Devils 32, the Jaguars 25. This is Richmond basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Last time I was in for service at Best One, I let Roger know my brakes were squeaking. So they checked them out, and Roger told me it was just a little moisture. Not to worry, everything was fine. Well, that was just the reassurance I needed. I trust the team at Best One, just like I trust my own dad.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark. At Best One Tire and Service, we only fix what needs to be fixed. When your car or truck leaves our shop, the service you request will be done right. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Back at the Tiernan Center, tonight's game brought to you in part by Harrington Hoke Insurance. You know, they spend every day working to make this community better, safer, and more enjoyable because their focus is on insurance, and that is it. They're on top of the industry changes, and they are a one-stop shop for all of your insurance needs, whether it be business, personal, life, health, whatever it may be. That's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Hoke insures it. Call them at 962-9502 or visit harringtonhoke.com to request a quote. 2:33 remaining here in the opening half. Red Devils fell down early. They come back to take the lead and now lead it by 7. Ricky Wedlow now at the point. We mentioned how they can interchange. On the high post, Ferguson, and a dangerous pass, ball loose on the floor, and we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow will go to Richmond, but again, the Red Devils lose the possession arrow. That'll be a turnover. That is number 8 now for Richmond. Again, 17 turnovers by Horizon Christian. That foul called on Sample on the hold. He picks up his 3rd. They were holding Christian Harvey, and Harvey will go to the line once again. Harvey is 6 of 7 from the free throw line tonight. 2:20 to go in the first half. Christian, just a junior. Boy, you look up and down this lineup the Red Devils have. Trey Griffin as a senior. Front end of the 1-and-1, no good, so he's missed 2 in a row. Curry with a rebound, quick outlet pass. Sample all by himself, nobody back on defense. And that's been something we have seen now a couple of times here tonight, is somebody not getting back on defense on those free throws. Here's A.J. Ferguson. Ferguson got Curry in the air. Layup no good. Tip up Leverett no good. Ferguson with a rebound. Outlet pass back outside to Harvey. Jumper on the way short. Another rebound by A.J. Ferguson, and then he traveled with it. Red Devils with their 9th turnover. That was not a good series whatsoever. First off, you didn't get back on defense, and then you missed a couple of easy shots. And the Red Devils have had a couple of those not go in. The pass intended for Curry, and it goes out of bounds. This is a turnover machine right now, and Horizon Christian, they have 18 turnovers here in the first half. Back in the ball game for Richmond, Keyshawn Clemens. A.J. Ferguson will sit down. And there's another quick foul. Boy, I tell you what, Marcus Smith just grabbing Christian Harvey. He picks up his second, and everything will be double bonus. So Harvey has made a living at the free throw line, though he has missed his last 2. He had hit 6 in a row. He's now 6 of 8 from the line. 1:45 remaining here in the opening half of play. Free throw is good. This time a little more concentration by Christian Harvey. As back to my point, you have Daniel Hill, who's not with the team right now, but you have Hampton, a senior, A.J. Ferguson, a senior, Trey Griffin. There's really only 3 seniors on this basketball team. So this is a young Red Devil team. Second free throw miss, so Harvey's missed now 3 out of 4 after hitting his first 6. 33-27. Horizon basketball. Here's Davis. Davis guarded out front by Harvey as the Red Devils go man-to-man. They've mixed up their defense pretty well here tonight. Davis with the left hand, back out front, and it'll be Sample. Lob pass Curry. Curry double-teamed on the low post. Left-hand shot no good. High for the rebound, Christian Harvey. Harvey, quick outlet pass to Hampton. Hampton, no look to Clemens. Clemens drives and misses the layup. Here come the Jaguars once again. Red Devils chasing defensively. Better get some help back, but there's another turnover. Hampton with a steal. Harvey behind the back. Pass stolen away, and then stepping out of bounds. Horizon Christian with a turnover. 20 turnovers by Horizon. The Red Devils with 10. Leverett coming out. Griffin coming in. 1:01 remaining here in the first half of play. 33-27. Hampton has it taken away, but Sample, if I'm not mistaken, just picked up his 4th. Why they've left him in the ball game is a mystery to me. He had 3 fouls. So Tony Jones will come back in. You just lose one of your starters in Sample because you left him in too long. And here is Tylee Hampton at the free throw line, 1 of 2. A.J. Ferguson will come back in for Richmond. 56.3 seconds remaining. Boy, Richmond not hitting the free throws. Hampton is now 1 of 3. Clemens will sit down. By the way, the JV won tonight, 59-30. Congratulations to Richmond's junior varsity team. Second free throw is good by Hampton, 34-27, 54 seconds remaining. Tony Jones, who just checked into the ball game, will work as the point guard. Clemens, Curry out front against Ferguson. Curry starts to drive. A.J. picks up the foul, and for A.J., that's his second. And we're in the bonus now. Well, we'll see what kind of a free throw shooter that Curry is this time. He missed his first 2. So far, Curry just 2 points. Colton Davis coming in. A.J. Ferguson will sit down with his 2 fouls. So here is Sidney Curry averaging 33 points per game, and he missed another one. Tylee Hampton high for the rebound. Quick outlet pass will find Wedlow. Wedlow crossed the timeline with 36 seconds remaining. Wedlow working out front against Marcus Smith. That'll be Christian Harvey now at the point as they will intertwine again in that guard position. Here's Harvey on the drive. Contact, no whistle, and a foul called, and they're going to get Colton Davis, I believe, off the rebound, and they did. Boy, I tell you what, Christian Harvey, again, not afraid to take that ball strong to the basket, ends up getting hammered and no whistle. I'm sure Rick Wedlow is kind of wondering, hey, what do we got to do to draw a foul? There you see the scoreboard here at the Tiernan Center with just 22 seconds remaining. Randall at the line. He'll be there for the 1 and bonus. Free throws up and no good again. Long rebound by Wedlow. Boy, Curry better get back. Wedlow, 16 seconds. Richmond gets it to Hampton. Fires the 3, no good. Long rebound by Smith. 10 seconds to go. And another turnover by Horizon. Richmond gets another chance. Harvey will find Wedlow back outside. Here's Griffin wide open for 3. Good as time runs out. Trey Griffin hits the 3. And that will do it for the first half. On your Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Richmond 37, Horizon Christian 27. We'll be back with our halftime report in just a few moments. This is Richmond basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
All the amenities you want and the convenience you need. Your next apartment is waiting for you at Chester Heights Apartments in Richmond. Chester Heights Apartments come with 1, 2, or 3 bedrooms with central air, inside laundry, swimming pool, and a new regulation-sized volleyball court. Chester Heights also offers convenient access to IU East, Reed Hospital, shopping, restaurants, and more. Call today for specials. Chester Heights Apartments on Chester Boulevard in Richmond, a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers, you know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
You've got too much stuff in your house or in your business and nowhere to put it all. What do? Here's the answer. Quaker City Storage in Richmond. Quaker City Storage offers various size units for either short-term or long-term storage. You'll get the best rates in town, and you always have 24-hour lighted access to your stuff. Quaker City Storage on Industrial Parkway next to A House Tool. Quaker City Storage is a proud supporter of all Richmond High School athletics.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
When it comes to coverage of high school, college, and professional sports in Richmond and Wayne County, Radio Troy Digital Sports is a game changer. Hi, this is Troy Derengowski. We are now your one-stop website for the best sports coverage in the area. From the Red Devils to the Colts and the Hoosiers, we have you covered. Check out the daily sports page, player and coach interviews, play-by-play of high school and college athletics, and much, much more. Check it out every day on RadioTroy.com.
As president of the Richmond Education Association, it is my honor and pleasure to nominate Whitney Shiro as the REA Teacher of the Month for November, not only for her work with her students at CYS, but also for the work that she does with her colleagues. Congratulations, Whitney.
Whitney is one of the most organized teachers I have ever worked with. She has a true gift of working with alternative ed students, and she has a gift of teaching alternative ed students. We have a CYS student and a Richmond High School student that is a participant on the bowling team, and she and another student, Mrs. Gully, went to the bowling alley last weekend and supported that student. IU East every year promotes a book, and the book is called A Chance in the World by Steve Pemberton. So Whitney's classes have been reading this book here at CYS, and she even arranged for a book signing because he was in Richmond for this big event. And so she was instrumental in arranging for 6 of our students to go out there and have their books signed.
My day begins at 7:15, and we have students that come off the bus and they eat breakfast, and then we all come to class at 7:30. And from 7:30 to 9:30, I teach 2 English classes, 2 different sets of high school groups. And then third period, we go to the computer lab and we do grad point. Kids are trying to recover some credits. And then in the afternoon, after lunch, the students that reside from Wormley come in, and I do 3 separate English classes.
She has taken a leadership role in our building as far as Canvas is concerned, and she has led a voluntary professional development meeting in which 100% of our teachers were here.
Well, it's a learning management system. I can't really tell you why I jumped into it. It was just one day I thought, let's bring some more technology in the classroom. Got some iPads out, and we started really simply, and the kids are so good and so receptive about learning new concepts, which helps me. We are now using it daily. And I'm able to, today, this week actually, they're actually submitting their essays in Canvas, and I'm getting their essay submission. So we went away from writing essays with a pencil and paper this week, and they've done really well with it. Instantly, I'm getting assignments. You know, I went from having the kids turn their papers into the tray, you know, that lays on the corner of your desk, and now I don't have to do that anymore. And any extra minute I have, I can look at their submitted work through SpeedGrader, grade it, and it's instantly going into their Power School along with my Power School grade book, which is giving them instant feedback. And the nice piece about it has been it gives them the opportunity to respond to the grade that I've given them, like the amount of points. Some of my more quiet and reserved students never come up and say, hey, why did I get this grade? And those students in Canvas are now writing back. I'd like to talk about why I got 18 out of 20. And we're having that dialogue that we never had before because they don't have to share in front of everybody. They know it's just between the student and myself. And their scores are improving greatly. And I tell them, you're just advocating for yourself. Come to me and say that. But now they're doing it through technology. And that's been the biggest learning tool for me. You know, just another way that we can reach students.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank, a bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back at the Tiernan Center, tonight's game brought to you in part by Subway. You can get a different sub every day of the week. And you can get a 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors for just $3.50. By the way, Thursday, probably kind of tough, as we mentioned earlier, with it being Thanksgiving. But if you're out on Black Friday, how about a tuna 6-inch for $3.50? And then Saturday, Black Forest ham. Sunday, a meatball marinara. Local Subways, 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, eat fresh, and later on we'll name the Subway player of the game. Here's how the scoring went for the Jaguars in the first half. They were led by Ozzie Johnson with 8, Marcus Smith with 8. Swinford finished with 4. 2 points by Sample, 2 by Randall, and just 2 by Sidney Curry, who was averaging 33 coming in, but again, just 2 points at halftime. Red Devils led by Christian Harvey with 15, Tylee Hampton with 13, 6 points by Ricky Wedlow, and Trey Griffin with 2 in the first half. By the way, Jaguars 21 turnovers, the Red Devils with 10. Red Devils keep turning the Jaguars over. They'll be a winner here tonight, I guarantee it. We'll take a quick break, come back. Second half action is on the way. This is Richmond basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
At Richmond Power & Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power & Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
We are ready for the second half. Richmond and Horizon Christian. Kind of an entertaining first half. I think that for Horizon Christian, 21 turnovers might be a little bit much. But, you know, Red Devils, I think one thing they've got to do is they've got to get back on defense. I think their transition defense sometimes tonight was a little bit shaky. Their interior defense a couple of times was a little bit shaky. But overall, you force 21 turnovers, that's not bad. Horizon Christian will have the basketball first. Looks like all the starters back in for both teams, and I think Sample is back in. Let me check here. No, Sample's the only one not in for Horizon Christian with those 4 fouls. He's being replaced by Marcus Smith. Curry draws the double team, throws it inside and turns it over. Here come the Red Devils the other way, driving in, having that one knocked out of bounds is Trey Griffin. Griffin, like the rest of the Red Devils, not afraid to take it strong to the basket. So it'll be Richmond basketball off the inbound. Here's Griffin. Clemens posting up down low. Nice move by Clemens, and then lost the handle, turned it over. The Red Devils with their 11th turnover. Quickly back the other way, and the bucket good at the other end by Smith. He now has 10. Well, the Red Devils will have to find a way to cut down on some of their turnovers against the really good teams like the Logansports and the McCutcheons. Here's Harvey. Nice pass underneath. A.J. Ferguson from Clemens back outside to Hampton. Here's A.J. He will turn and fire and hit it. A.J. Ferguson gets on the board for the first time here tonight. Back to a 10-point lead, 39-29. At the point is Yeri Swinford. He has not got off track so far here tonight, but he gets it to Ozzie Johnson, who hits the jumper for 10. But, boy, Curry with only 2 and Swinford with only 4. They're 2 leading scorers, and they've been virtually held in check here tonight. But Richmond, another turnover here. Swinford to the basket. Layup no good. Red Devils 12 turnovers. Here's a jumper on the way. 3-pointer missed by Griffin. And A.J. Ferguson with a rebound. Almost knocked out of bounds by Smith. And see if the Red Devils can kind of settle down right here. Boy, sometimes it gets a little bit sloppy, and you're just going to have to play it a little more controlled right now. Here is a pass intended underneath for Clemens, and it goes over his head and out of bounds, and the Red Devils turn it over for the 13th time. Hampton coming out, and back in will be Ricky Wedlow. Boy, I tell you what, Clemens wide open. You could not have made him more wide open. So it will be Horizon basketball. Swinford, top of the key, works it right side to Davis. Three-pointer is no good. Offensive rebound, put back inside by Johnson. 12 points by Johnson, and there's another offensive rebound. Christian Harvey now for the Red Devils on the drive, feeds off, and bucket good by Clemens. Give the assist again to Harvey, and the Red Devils get beat the other way. There's Ozzie Johnson again. He has 14, 41-35. Red Devils just not able to get a whole lot of distance between themselves and Horizon. There's going to be a foul call. And this should send Christian Harvey back to the free throw line once again. Curry's going to pick up his first. 6'8", 280 pounds. He has 2 points, averaging 33. See? Here, maybe he's overrated. Here is Harvey. And he missed again. Christian again with 15 points. A.J. Ferguson had something to say to Curry as they line up again for the second free throw. And free throw number 2 is good. 42-35. Somebody wasn't up on defense. Both Coach Wedlow and the Horizon coach yelling at their respective teams. Here's Johnson. Back outside to Smith. Curry top of the key. I don't know what he's doing out there, but he's going to drive and score, and he's fouled by Clemens. Now I know why he's out there. Third foul on Clemens, and Curry gets on the board, and a chance to make it a three-point play here in the second half. Free throw is good, so Curry finally making an impact here in the second half. Rick Wedlow nearly lost that one. In the corner, A.J. Ferguson. Shot no good, but they get Curry on the push. His second. Curry didn't like the call, but he got the arms extended. Second team foul now on the Jaguars here in the third quarter. Well, who's going to take it out? It's going to be Wedlow. It was going to be Harvey, but now it's going to be Wedlow. A.J. Ferguson out front will find Harvey. 4:40 to go, third quarter. They've cut Harvey off a couple of times now on his drive. He's going to feed A.J. A.J. got it back. Now it'll be Ricky Wedlow. Wedlow on the drive. Pull up from 15. Good. Rick Wedlow, I should say Ricky Wedlow. Ball's loose. Foul called on Ricky Wedlow. That should be his first. Only the second team foul on Richmond. There is Curry. Pull-up jumper, no. Rebound, Christian Harvey. Here come the Red Devils. Had Griffin to his right. Will now go to Ricky Wedlow, driving, feeding to Clemens. Got the defender in the air, and that had his shot block back to A.J. Ferguson. Here's Harvey. Harvey on the drive to the baseline. The kick out. A.J. reversing it. In the corner now to Ricky Wedlow for three. No. Long rebound by Davis. Here come the Jaguars. Lead pass will find Smith. Smith left it short. Now it'll be Harvey with a rebound. Ricky Wedlow for the Red Devils. Here's Harvey. Harvey on the drive. Bucket good. And a near turnover as the Red Devils nearly got a steal by Griffin here on the near side. Here's Curry once again, driving left-hand shot. No good. Offensive rebound, put back, yes. Now Curry at 6'8", showing what he can do inside. Here's Ricky Wedlow outside to Griffin for three. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. It'll be Davis. 46-40, still a 6-point ball game. Smith on the drive, feeds inside. Foul's going to be called on A.J. Ferguson off the drive by Swinford, and Swinford will go to the line for two. Curry's playing Abdul-Jabbar. He decided not to run to the other end. Trey Griffin might be cramping up a little bit as well. They may have to get him out of the game. Looks like we may see, for the Red Devils, Phillip Hobbs come in for the first time. Hobbs will wear number 21. Swinford back in for number 2. He can make this a 4-point ball game, and he does. Swinford now with 6. 3:02 remaining. Ricky Wedlow on the drive, blocked inside. Here come the Jaguars again. Lead pass underneath to Smith. Reverse layup, no. Tipped up, no, by Johnson. And they have it go out of bounds. A.J. Ferguson, the last to touch it. The Red Devil crowd didn't really like that call either. 2:45 remaining in the third. Horizon basketball down by 4. Curry on the right baseline, throws it away. Bad decision again. Here's Christian Harvey. Harvey with a little stutter step, stripped out of his hands, knocked away, back the other way. Here he comes, look out. It's Curry with a one-handed dunk for the second time tonight. And it's a 2-point ball game. And I believe Richmond's going to get a timeout before the shot, and we'll take a timeout as well on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Richmond 46, Horizon 44. This is Richmond basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Did you know Richmond High School offers 15 advanced placement courses through a partnership with the University of Notre Dame? Did you know Richmond High School had the first high school orchestra in the United States? And did you know Richmond High School is home to a national championship team in the Business Professionals of America? Richmond Community Schools. We are your choice for a quality education. Go to wearerichmond.com.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by one of our favorites, Square Donuts of Richmond. And whether it's a delicious breakfast, an afternoon treat, or a midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. You can enjoy their huge cinnamon rolls or any other of their crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and more. And, of course, grab their award-winning glazed donuts, voted #1 in the state of Indiana. They're proud to be your favorite donut shop and home to the best donuts in town and the only squares around, Square Donuts of Richmond. After the game, we'll name the Subway Sub of the game and the Wesley Bates Player of the Game, the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game. Richmond will get it now to Christian Harvey. Harvey will drive baseline against Curry. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound Johnson, and a travel in the backcourt. They will get Swinford, and that's going to be their 24th turnover of the night. Their head coach, Anthony Beasley, not happy with his ball club right at the moment. Here's Harvey working against Swinford. Coming up on the 2-minute mark. Harvey in the lane, tries to feed it off. Ball loose in the corner and a turnover by Richmond. That's going to be Richmond's 14th turnover, but they get it back on the turnover. Here's Hobbs. His jumper is no good. Ball tipped into the hands of Davis. Johnson will get credit for the rebound. Now the Jaguars can tie this ball game, trailing it just by 2 with 1:40 to go in the third. Off the screen will be Smith. Curry at the top against Johnson. Curry sizing up his defender, now feeds it off to Swinford. Swinford back to Curry, knocked out of bounds by A.J., and it'll stay right here with 1:28 to go in the third. Trey Griffin coming back in, and Christian Harvey will sit down. One thing about Sidney Curry, he's got to discipline his game. He is 6'8". He's got a college body already, but right now he has about a 8th grade mind when it comes to playing because he makes a lot of very stupid mistakes. He could be a pretty good player. Nice hands, feeds it off on the right. Bucket no good by Johnson, but he will go to the line. Again, he doesn't have bad hands. It's just that he passes lazy, kind of plays lazy sometimes. But I know he's only a sophomore, so he's probably about 13 or 14 years old. So I wish I were 13 or 14 and 6'8". Johnson with a free throw. Of course, I'd like to be 6'8" at that age. Now wouldn't do me any good. Just make me have to wear some bigger clothes. Clemens back in. You had a lot more money. Clemens back in, Wedlow back in, and also back in Christian Harvey for the stretch run here, the third. Leverett was only in for maybe. I don't even know if he even got any official seconds on the clock. He was right back out. Second free throw good, Johnson. Johnson with 16. He leads all scores tonight for the Jaguars. Harvey leading the Red Devils. Tied at 46 here in the third. Richmond had the halftime lead. That is gone. Boy, I tell you what, nearly turning it over. That was close to being over and back. The official says no, the Jaguars touched it. And that'll be Ricky Wedlow. Jaguars extending their defense. In the corners, Griffin. Guarded there by Curry. Back outside to Harvey. Wide open Clemens. Clemens, bucket good, and he's fouled. Clemens with 4. And the foul will be called on Davis. Somebody on the Jaguars defense, one of their post players, got lost. And by the time, in fact, he did not recover, Davis was their only hope, and he's only 5'10". There you see Clemens. So Clemens, his first free throw of a brand new season, and it is no good. Red Devils lead it by 2, down to 52 seconds in the third. Swinford and the Jaguars hanging around. Swinford stops across the timeline. Off the screen is Davis, guarded there by Griffin. Low pass. Here's Curry. Curry, pull-up jumper, long range, no good. And the long rebound by Griffin. And that'll be a foul on the run by Davis. That'll be his second. Griffin continues to cramp up. Griffin working on that right calf. Hobbs is going to have to come back in. Griffin will have to sit down and get worked on. Red Devils inbound. Here's Hobbs. Get out of that corner. Here's Harvey straight away. 27 seconds. Harvey with a right-hand dribble. Now backs it up against Swinford. Harvey will give it off to Hobbs. Hobbs, jump pass. We'll find Ricky Wedlow in the corner. Now to Hampton. Hampton with 13 seconds. Hampton picks up his dribble. Clemens didn't even look. He'll get it outside to Ricky Wedlow. Three-pointer no good. Long rebound Hobbs. 5 seconds on the clock. Back outside to Harvey for 3. Can't get it to go. 1 second remaining from half court on the way, and that one almost went in as Davis at the buzzer, and we will head to the third. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Richmond 48. Indianapolis, take that back. Horizon Christian 46. Thought it was in Indianapolis for a minute. This is Richmond basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all handpicked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at Tony'sCarSales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars. Did you know Richmond Schools offers an instrumental music program in grades 5 through 12? Did you know Richmond Schools offer classes in Chinese, French, and Spanish? And did you know Richmond offers a full slate of intermediate school athletic programs such as golf, swimming, volleyball, football, basketball, and baseball? Richmond Community Schools. We are your choice for a quality education. Go to wearerichmond.com.
By the way, tonight begins my 27th high school basketball season. 27. I've got guys now that are playing, their kids are playing. I'm almost to the point now where the grandkids are going to be playing. Fourth quarter, 2-point lead. Red Devils basketball. Hobbs will stay in. Ricky Wedlow, Christian Harvey, along with Keyshawn Clemens and Tylee Hampton. Good chess match going on right here as the Jaguars, are they going to go zone or man? Yep, they're going man. I think they were going to go zone, but they changed it to man. Here's Ricky Wedlow with the left hand. Wedlow now to Harvey. Ball loose. Harvey in the lane gets tripped up and ouch. I hope he's okay. He hit the floor pretty hard, and he's holding his right calf. And that is not good news. Now, I don't know. I don't think that's a cramp. It could be. It looks like it is. That's the good news. It's just a cramp. Well, these guys better drink some more water. I hope that's what it is. Yeah, well, that's LA. You just don't want it to be a serious injury. By the way, New Vision Sports, their Skills Academy, will continue through December the 28th. It'll go on a Wednesday night, 5 until 6:30, for boys and girls of all ages. And guess what? The cost is just $10. They'll work on ball handling, passing, shooting, footwork, and defense. And you can register at newvisionsports.com. That's newvisionsports.com. That is with a Z. Well, let's face it, youngsters probably don't drink as much water as they should. And I think they're going to help Christian off the floor. And we saw earlier Trey Griffin have an issue with a cramp, and boy, he may not come back, though, as bad as that may be. Again, that may be all it is. We're not going to speculate any further, but the trainer will help him out. But now the Red Devils got to find who else is going to score. Tylee Hampton and Ricky Wedlow. More of the scoring will be on their back. And now for Phillip Hobbs, he's going to get pushed into a little more playing time. So this will put Trey Griffin at the line. He'll take the free throws. Griffin has yet to go to the free throw line tonight. 7:27 to go here in the fourth, 48-46. Richmond missing another free throw. They have missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They've missed 7 free throws tonight. Second free throw. And he missed them both. If it's a close game, look at the free throws. Out front will be Swinford. Davis at the elbow, guarded there by Hobbs. Down the high post, Curry. Entry pass underneath to Johnson. Back to Curry, driving, takes that long step and scores. Curry coming alive in the second half with 9. He has 11 overall, and again, he was averaging 33 coming in. Red Devil basketball. He's Hampton on the right wing. Will bring it out front. That's where the Red Devils reset. Tied at 48 here in the fourth quarter. Again, the Red Devils now playing without Christian Harvey. Ball loose. Hampton able to pick it up in the corner and stolen away. Turnover number 15 for Richmond. Losing the basketball and going down hard is Swinford. He's hurt. Here's a three-pointer. Good by Davis. And they're going to check out Swinford before we continue. And there's your lead now for Horizon Christian. And guess who's cramping up? Trey Griffin for Richmond. So now the Red Devils are down by 3. And we will see now Kareem Jett, just a freshman, checking into the lineup as Trey Griffin can't get his cramp out of his left calf. So now the Red Devils will have 2 freshmen in their lineup. And I don't remember the last time we've had 2 freshmen in a varsity game in 27 years. Jet, by the way, only 5'4". So Richmond very, very small on the floor, and they lose another scorer. Here's Tylee Hampton. And Jet comes out. Hampton was hoping he'd go to the baseline. Red Devils turn it over for the 16th time. 6:19 remaining. And right now, if you're Horizon Christian, you smell blood because Christian Harvey is out, and so is Trey Griffin, 2 year starters. Here's Curry. Pass inside. Layup good by Johnson. And the Red Devils all of a sudden down by 5 with 6 minutes remaining. Here's Ricky Wedlow on the drive. Wedlow will find Hobbs wide open. Good. Hobbs, his first 2. And the Red Devils down by 3. Curry will be fouled. And, boy, Clemens just picked up his 4th. And what you hate about that foul is it was just so far away from the basket. Curry's not going to shoot it from there. Just back off on him. Now Richmond will go back to their bench, and we'll see Jacoby Simpson, a 6'1 senior for the first time. And setting down will be Keyshawn Clemens. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 5:47 remaining in the 4th on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. It's Richmond trailing it by 3. This is Richmond basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
There's only one place to go on the web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. It's easy, it's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clicking awesome.
Storyline in this game right now for the Red Devils, they are without Trey Griffin. They are without Christian Harvey, both suffering cramps. They have not come back out on the floor yet. Richmond playing with 2 freshmen in the lineup, and they have now changed that. They have now brought in a senior. We mentioned a little bit ago, for the first time, Jacoby Simpson. Try to give him a little bit of size, and for Rick Wedlow, boy, he's got to be a sweating unit on the sideline for the Red Devils right now, trying to get back into this one, down by 3, just a 1-possession ball game. Sample back in, drive, scoop shot, good. Sample had the 4 fouls and immediately pays dividends, coming back in and giving Horizon a 5-point lead. Here's Hobbs. Boy, ball almost stolen away. Good defense by Horizon. Hobbs floats that one in the lane, missed the shot, and then a turnover again by Horizon. Here's A.J. Bucket good, and he's fouled. A.J. Ferguson now with 4, and will go to the line. See what they call that foul on. It may be Swinford. If it is on Swinford, that is his 3rd. 6th team foul now on Horizon. Coming out of the ball game is Sample. They're going to try to hold on to him. He has 4 fouls. So he'll come out of the game. And here's A.J. Ferguson. Red Devils have not been good tonight at the free throw line. They started well, but since then they have struggled. Ferguson now with 5 points, 55-53. Red Devils trail it by 2. Coming up on the 5-minute mark here in the 4th. Swinford, he's been quiet in the second half. Guarded out front by Hampton. Swinford with a left-hand dribble. Trying to get Curry in position. Swinford will take it himself. Banks off the glass and good. I just said he was quiet and he scores. Back to a 4-point lead now for Horizon. They're trying to move to 3-0. Red Devils looking for their first win of the season. This is the opener here tonight. Back here Saturday against Jay County. Here's Hampton. Hampton stops, looks inside for A.J. Low pass picked up. Ferguson, and then stolen away in a bad pass. Johnson gets the steal. Back the other way. Another bucket by Smith. And the Red Devils reeling now in the fourth quarter, trailing it by 6. 59-53. They don't have their most experienced two players on the floor. Griffin is gone, and so is Christian Harvey. We've got a timeout before the pass. Everyone kind of stopped, thought maybe it was going to be a foul call, and it will be a full timeout. 4:19 remaining, 59-53, Horizon on top. This is Richmond basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
4:19 remaining. Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list or buy or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes to the transaction of the school to the nonprofit of your choice, and it will go in your name. Tell your friends and family and colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. You can call him at 969-3400. 4:19 remaining. By the way, Christian Harvey is back out from the locker room. Leverett coming in, an immediate turnover. Back the other way, and the layup good by Smith. And the Red Devils have turned the basketball over now 18 times, and they're just having a difficult time. They turn it over again. There's number 19. Christian Harvey's back out from the locker room, but he is not in the game. And the Red Devils have missed their leadership already. 61-53, Richmond down by its biggest margin. Curry fires and left it short. A.J. Ferguson can't hold on, and that's just how this last 2 or 3 minutes has gone now for the Red Devils. Harvey, let's see if he's going to be ready to go. Can Richmond weather the storm here in the fourth quarter? Inbound pass from the baseline. Curry against Clemens. Clemens will back off. Clemens has 4. He's got to be careful. Curry spins inside. Curry left hand good. And Curry having a big second half, and the Red Devils down by 10 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ricky Wedlow with the basketball. Now it'll be Hampton in the right corner, brings it out and sets it for the Red Devils. Time going to be an issue here pretty soon. 3:20 to go. Hampton gets the screen and throws it inside, and another turnover by Richmond. That's number 20. And Horizon back the other way. They'll wave off the shot and call the foul. Leverett will pick up the foul. Well, Christian Harvey's going to come in. The biggest question now is, you can tell he's limping a little bit. He's not 100%, but they got to have him in there. How effective will he be the rest of the way? 3:11. Here's Curry off the inbound. Curry against Clemens. Curry splits the defenders and scores. He has had a huge second half. 13 points in the second half, and the Red Devils trail it by 12, and that's going to be a foul call on Swinford. He just picked up his 4th. They, too, by the way, speaking of Horizon, in the second half, 4 turnovers. 21 in the first half. They have really cut down on their turnover margin, and that's been the key for them. Here's Harvey at the line. Christian Harvey, the one in bonus. Back in again from the cramp situation, and he hits the free throw. $19 points now by Harvey. Again, those numbers unofficial. Second free throw is on the way. He now has 20. And a timeout on the floor. 2:54 remaining. Horizon 65, Richmond 55 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. This is Richmond basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Harrington Oak Insurance, where they spend every day working to make this community better, safer, and more enjoyable, because their focus is on insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes and are a one-stop shop for all insurance needs, whether it be business, personal, life, and health. So make sure when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Oak insures it. Give them a call at 962-9502 or visit their website, harringtonhoak.com, to request a quote. Richmond's got to have something here in the last 2:54, trailing it by 10. Horizon basketball. Red Devils will bring, again, the freshman back in as Kareem Jett returning to the lineup. Richmond trying to get some quickness again in that guard spot. They'll get Jett right there on the foul. They've got to get some steals and transition points. Harvey, by the way, has come back out, and he's back on the end of the bench. This will be Jones at the line. Jones for the one and bonus. And a lane violation against Richmond. Nope, that's going to be a lane violation called against Horizon. They got Sidney Curry. Curry apparently went over the extended free throw line, which you cannot do. Jett trapped in the backcourt. And boy, come to him, guys. Turnover Richmond. Boy, they left their freshman there all by himself. You got to come to the basketball. Well, they went right after Kareem Jett, didn't they? 21 turnovers by Richmond in this one. They only have 4 less than what Horizon Christian at 25. 2:37 to go. Richmond back in action Saturday against Jay County. Nice crossover by Jones. Layup, no good. Battle for the rebound, and somehow Jones came out with it, then turned it over. That'll be 26 turnovers now against Horizon. Jett will push it up the floor. Here's Hampton in the corner for 3. Good. Hampton, his second 3. Red Devils down 65-58. Just 2 minutes remaining. Need to get a stop right here. Curry out on the high post. Who will receive against Clemens. Clemens with 4 fouls. Curry spins baseline. They'll wave it off, and the foul's on the floor. And if they get Clemens, he's done. Clemens will finish with 4. Now Richmond looking to their bench. Who will they go with? Do you go back with Davis, who has size? You go with Hobbs. They're going to go with Hobbs, so Richmond will go smaller. So that'll be up to A.J. Ferguson down in that low post. Here's Sidney Curry. And this is a 1 and bonus. Harvey with 20 tonight. 16 points by Hampton as the free throw missed by Curry, and we have a rebounding foul. And this will go against Horizon. Foul will be called on Davis, his 3rd. This will put Hampton at the line. Again, Hampton 16 points unofficially. Christian Harvey with 20. Ricky Wedlow with 8. And here is Hampton at the line. Hampton is 2 of 4 from the free throw line and gets the first. (65-59). Back in the ball game will be Yuri Swinford. This big win for Horizon Christian. I don't really know much about the Christian league they play in, but they get a win over a IHSAA team like Richmond. That's certainly a feather in their cap. 18 points now by Hampton. 65-60, minute 45 remaining. 2-possession ball game, and they'll get Hampton on a hand check, his second. And that will put Swinford at the line for 1 and bonus. By the way, Curry with 15 points. 18 points by Ozzie Johnson. And the free throws missed by Swinford. Smith with 14 points. They have 3 players in double figures. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound Johnson. Hampton unable to get the 3. Minute 26 to go. Red Devils will have to get up and play more pressure defense right here. You're going to have to gamble now. You're down by 2 possessions, and they'll get the foul call on Hobbs. Well, the good thing about it, you stop the clock. And they have struggled. They've missed 3 straight 1-and-1 situations, so you're hoping it'll continue. Speaking of the Jaguars, free throws on the way and good. When you need them to miss, they don't. 66-60. Harvey back off the bench. Second one no good. A.J. Ferguson with a rebound, and here's Ricky Wedlow. Baseball pass. Hobbs. And saved from going out of bounds. That was Swinford. He threw it off the head of Hobbs, and the Red Devils commit the turnover. That's now number 22. Christian Harvey coming in. Jet will sit down, and Richmond will press full court. Down by 6. All Horizon has to do now, force Richmond to foul and not turn the basketball over. 1 minute to go. I ain't going to foul immediately now. There's a drive and the kick. Johnson jumper good, and that may do it. Johnson with 20. Red Devils down by 8. 47 seconds remaining. Here's A.J. He'll find Ricky Wedlow. Got to shoot a 3 right here. Hampton on the way. No. Rebound A.J. Ferguson. Powers it up. Shot is blocked by Johnson. Back the other way. Curry cherry picking at the other end will dunk it again. He has 17, 15 coming in the second half. Red Devils down by 10, and it's all but over here tonight. Ricky Wedlow, 3-pointer. No. Rebound. Johnson. This time at the other end, and missing the dunk will be Swinford, but the putback good. Give the points to Smith. He has 16. And blocked out of bounds by Curry. Says something there to Hampton, and that'll be a technical foul and should be on Curry. Now, you cannot do that. That's just the immaturity of Curry. Look at the other end. That young man, Swinford, still hurting. Yeah, Swinford's back there. He ended up with a cramp. Let's go ahead and name the Wesley Bates. Well, let's do the Subway sub of the game. Subway, get a different 6-inch every day of the week for only $3.50. Tomorrow again will be Thanksgiving. I don't think they'll be open, but Friday for all the shopping, you can get a tuna. Saturday, the Black Forest ham. Sunday, the meatball marinara. Local Subways, 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown as Hampton goes to the line. Our Subway sub of the game tonight, Ricky Wedlow finished with 8 points tonight off the bench for the Red Devils. 19 points now by Hampton. So again, Ricky Wedlow is the Subway sub of the game. Second free throw by Hampton is good. He now has 20. And our Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game was Christian Harvey. He was lights out tonight until he had the injury, and this one is over. Final score, Horizon 72, Richmond 62. We'll take a timeout, come back, and wrap it up in just a moment. This is Richmond Basketball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hey, Chuck, where are you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Maybe you knew that Indiana University East has world-renowned professors and 50 highly respected IU degree programs. Still, there's someone you should meet. He's a red wolf. He's Rufus, our mascot. He's here for our intercollegiate sports, dozens of student clubs, and to make sure things aren't too, well, tame. Check us out at iue.edu or drop by. But be careful. No leash. IU. Focused on you.
Well, the Red Devils drop it tonight, 72-62. They'll be back in action coming up on Saturday against Jay County. Richmond led by Christian Harvey with 20. He's the Wesley Bates Wealth Management Player of the Game. Tyler Hampton also finished with 20. Leading the way for Horizon Christian, Ozzie Johnson with 20. Sidney Curry with 17. And Marcus Smith with 16 points. Saturday, Jay County pregame at 7, tip-off at 7:30. Red Devils lose it tonight, 72-62. Postgame reaction coming up in just a few minutes. Thanks for being with us. This has been Richmond Basketball on Radio Troy Digital Sports.